Sharing session, so welcome, and we're glad you all got here safely. And in your folder you'll find the all the things that you need for today. I have no paper for you. There is an evaluation sheet that I'd like you to complete, and then when you're finished with that, if you would just leave it at the table where you signed in. And then you have your certificate of attendance, which is good for renewal of your religion certificate. While you're in the folder, in Sister Josephine, I have on the left side of the folder, I had developed a prayer service for Earth Day, which is coming up. I also put it on our portal, but here's a hard copy for you. So if you need a prayer service, by all means, and you know what, change whatever you like on this, because this is a combination of about 10 different Earth Day prayer services that I found. So
this is lovely, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Good. Maybe we could just start and just go around the table and introduce ourselves and what school. It's on your tag, but maybe in what grade you teach and what your next project is, or
do you want me to start?
Would you please,
certainly.
Janet?
I'm Janet Hazlett from Akron, obviously, St. Paul, and Rosalie's been working with us for 5 or 6 years now.
Yes.
I think. Six.
Yeah.
Yes, and I teach 4th grade, and I'm sort of a liaison. Our DRE left a while back, actually, I think right before you started with us.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, it became sort of a part-time position, a couple part-time positions. So there's not as much school support as there used to be with that position. So I'm kind of the liturgy person that started coming to these, and so kind of had that thrust upon me. So I try to help with that.
Good. Good. Thank you.
I'm Carolyn Mack from St. Thomas Aquinas School in Cleveland, and I teach religion K through 8 during the day, and in the evening I work at St. Agnes Our Lady of Fatima Parish as the DRE there. Wow. So my next project coming up is Vacation Bible School.
Oh,
it's our next big project.
That is a big project.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Hi, I'm Ann Rebar. I teach at Holy Cross School. I teach 7th and 8th grade, but religion to the 8th grade homeroom. I don't know how many years, Rosalie, you've been coming down, because I'm
6
telling
years.
you, it's just blinkety blink for me. But I feel like you're one of us. I see you there quite a bit, so it's nice. And Deb and I, with 2 other colleagues and friends, have been working on what we call faith families. So a lot of what we do is getting the kids together, and so these sessions help us bring ideas back for our faith families, and hopefully have us share some of the ideas we have with them. And that's what we do. But you want to add to that, or?
That's my name. I'm Debbie Mohal. I also teach at Holy Cross School. I teach 5th and 6th grade and 5th grade religion to my homeroom.
I'm Sister Josephine. I teach 2nd grade at St. Rocco School. Being in 2nd grade, that means we are going to prepare them for First Communion, which will be on the first Sunday of May. That only takes maybe 2-3 weeks to get them ready. We are not ready. But we'll be ready by the time, they dress up in their First Communion outfits. So hopefully we'll be there. Our retreat will be on this Saturday before their First Communion, so we're getting ready for that. Okay.
Thanks, sister.
I'm Karen Burgee. I teach at St. John Nepomucene School, and my next project is finding a job since our school's closing June 8th. The enrollment's way down and stuff, but I'm a lay ecclesial minister with the diocese, so I got elected to come to these meetings and stuff, which have been really helpful. And when we were planning this year's, I pulled the book out and went, let's see what we can use here, because that's what it's for. And like we take new ideas and stuff, so, So say a prayer for me that I can.
Yes.
For the whole school.
And music, she's a music teacher.
Yes, I teach music and computer.
And
K
computer.
through 8.
Wow.
Yes, I do. So.
The genius.
No.
That's a lot of sides of the brain.
Oh, okay, good.
Duplicated, but if you'd like to pass those down, I'll just give you a brief,
See, it's in a folder.
Another folder.
another folder. right?
Do you need one or you have it?
Thank you.
You know what, I'll take one for
Okay.
today, thank you.
Okay.
But do
In
you
the
all
fol-
have one?
In the
Does
folder,
anyone have one down?
it's
Yes,
basically a folder on prayer as such. And so as I started out with that sign of the cross, you'll find aids to teaching prayer as being the first one. These are little ways in which to introduce prayer rather than in the same way that you always do, you know, and they're on the front and the back. It says also using music and poetry, you know, for opening prayer. The sheet that follows is just making sure that you use other things like beside the prayer table, you know, bread or water and things like that. And the closing prayer is the same idea, aids in which to close your prayer in the form of a blessing or something like that. So it's just a little different. Following that is some internet, if you go to the footnote at the bottom, it says Jesus teaches prayer. What it is a Sunday school idea for teaching prayer, particularly the Bible, because it's more Christian than Catholic. And how should we pray? It's a lesson. They actually have lesson plans for praying. And since your groups are varied or different, you know, then perhaps just starting that way because they're used to those different prayers. A couple of schools that I've gone to have African Americans, and so consequently, Father has a whole prayer gallery with different poetry for Mary, as you see in the back there. If you take a life of a saint, like Saint Joseph, and just looking at the picture and having the children praying from the picture, or Saint Martin of Tours as we have there. I copied right from the Catechist Sister's article on prayer, which gives you a nice idea of the different forms of prayer. And it's worth reading. But don't tell her I copied it.
You can charge us. It's okay.
Okay, but there's just a few aids that you might want to add to whatever planning for retreat days you do to make it a little different, you know, or even in your classroom as you begin prayer each day, just to have them stop and say a moment of quiet. Is God listening to you? Are you listening to God? You know, something like that. And then start your regular prayer that you want to teach, because you have to teach the basics, that's for sure. But just to put a little bit of the creativity in it gives them the idea that they can pray in many ways, just like you did with through your retreat day, you know, with all the activities that you did. These are more the words, you know, and aids for a teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
May I take a moment to introduce this picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of our parishioners.
Really?
A young man. He's a praise dancer, and they were out wherever Father was when he took this picture. But this is Reggie Daniels. Yeah. And you see him on the calendar. Yeah.
I think your grandchild's picture is out there on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right. But that was good to see that. And I must show it to him.
And these books on
Where
the
did-
lives of the saints, for those of you that have diversified, you know, there's someplace in the teacher's room or faculty room or in the principal's office, you know, the various types of saints for the Asian and the, as well as the things. So if you're looking for things for saints, go look those books up because each school got them in the last couple of years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.